In this video, I will show you how to load and set up the bare essentials to tracking an order. We will be looking at loading staff members, loading and setting up processes, as well as setting up a client. After this, I will show you how to load and track a basic order and job card. Let's start. Alright, first things first, what do we need to track? We need to be able to track staff members as well as processes to complete a job card. For this, we need to start off by loading a client. So to do this, you go to Clients, Client List, and here we have a list of clients. At the moment, I have just a demo ABC client example, but in order to load a new client, you simply click on Add New Client, put in the company name, fill in any other relevant information, and then press Insert. This will load it as a new client. Next up, we need to decide about our processes. To edit and modify your processes, you go to Settings, then you click on Process Settings. This lists all the default demo loaded processes in the system. This will highly depend on what you want to track and what you manufacture in your business. If, for instance, you do welding, you would then load a process called welding. You would put in the steps to complete the welding, as well as whether or not it's a series or parallel process, and then the average cost per hour that process costs you to manufacture your products. Then when you finish, you click Add. It adds it to the list. Notice how it adds it to the bottom of the list. We can then adjust the order of the process by pressing the up and down arrows next to the process name. I'm going to leave it as that because this is just a demonstration, but you get the idea. Okay, next we need to make sure that we have some staff members loaded. For this, we go to Settings, Your Company Staff. This lists all the current users and staff loaded on the system. Okay, and that's how you load them. So now Steve Brown is available on the system to be tracked. And that's it for the setup. Let's now load our first order. Alright, start off by going Open Orders. And you'll notice that there are currently no open orders. And you click on Add New Order. You select the client that this order is for and press Insert. Once done, we've got our global information and our job card lists. Then delivery date, I'm going to put for the 30th. Client order number, this again is optional, but we can put in any reference number that you use in your current system or your current company, as well as a client reference number. Main product description. This is your main order description. I'm going to be putting in here wood table example, and then how many the clients ordered. Deliver to and comments is 100% optional. Click on Save. Now we go to our actual job card section. Each line item that we load here is a printable job card, and each line item can be printed separately and given to the factory floor for different stages of production, or one job can be for one entire order. That's up to you, whatever you need to do. But first off, let's load a manual item. Alright, so to complete this order I'll be needing 4 wooden legs with those dimensions. Next, we'll be needing a wooden top, and lastly, right, now that our job cards are loaded, we can print one to have a look. You'll notice that it prints fine and gives you your description, but it doesn't give you any processes or steps. So that's the next thing we need to do. To do this, you click on Manage. This opens up the job card manager. At the top we have a total labor costs, total resource costs, total costs, an estimated delivery date, which is pulled from the primary delivery date from the actual order. We have our product name and we have our product description, as well as custom fields, which you don't have to worry about right now. At the bottom we have a list of available processes. In this example is a wooden leg, so we will be needing cutting, sanding, joining we won't be needing, welding we won't be needing, and that's it. How much cutting do we need? We need about half an hour. Sanding we need about 2 hours. And what it does is it calculates based off the process's costs, how many hours you need. It calculates the total labor cost. So if we go to the top, we'll see our total labor cost is 147. Alright, the next tab is resources. This is where you add what resources you would require. To do this, you click on Add Resources. Now you'll notice that there are 3 resources loaded on the system. What happens if we needed to load, for instance, wood for this process? We need to preload certain resources in order to use them. So let's quickly go and add some wood resource in the system. To do this, you click on the Resources tab or menu item, and then you click on Resource List. Click on Add New Resource. Alright, so here we're going to put in the wood, and we're going to put in here example wood length, and then we're going to insert it. Alright, item type, you can say material. Do you have a manufacturer's item? No. Do you have an outsourcer's item? Yes. Do you have a quote for this item? No. Category, there's no category in here that matches what we need, so we can click on Add. It's going to add wood material as a category. Again, remember that this is all customizable by yourself. Item unit type. Okay, what sort of item unit types do we use this material in? For our example, we're going to say millimeters. So add. Alright, and then the recommended cost per unit. The unit here is millimeters, so something small like 12 cents. Using the custom fields, we can then put a calculator in here to do the calculation for you. Let's save this and go back to our order. Click on Manage Resources. Now when we click on Add Resources, we should have our wooden length that we have here, and it is in millimeters. So we're going to be adding one wood resource to the order. We choose which process we need it for cutting and the quantity we need, considering that this is a 400 meter length. We're going to be needing 400 millimeters. Alright, then it calculates our total resource cost at the top. Let's close this, save. Alright, so I'm going to quickly pause the video and complete the setup of the last 2 job cards, and then we'll take you through checking of the actual job card. Okay, now I'll take you through both ways you can track jobs on the factory floor. The first way is using our barcode interface. This uses a barcode scanner connected to a computer setup on your factory floor or where your staff can access it. It's the easiest option for your staff to use, but requires a bit of setting up in special hardware, i.e. a barcode scanner. Go to the help section on our website to download the how-to file to learn how to set up a barcode PC. The second option, or the second way, is using the manual input interface. This method allows your staff to use a normal PC or touch interface to start and complete jobs. It does not require any special hardware, but it does require a bit more computer literacy. The barcode interface, let's go through it first. Go to Interfaces in the main menu, and let's start with the factory scanning screen. This is the barcode screen. Here you'll notice it's a plain white screen, and you can select which process area, which process you want to track. Once selected, it's activated and ready and waiting for a barcode scan. You will also need a job card to be printed. On your job card, you'll notice straight away there's a start, pause and complete barcode. You'll also need your access sheet. You can get your access sheet from Settings, your company staff, and then press the Print Access Sheet button. The process is as follows. Your staff will walk up to the scanning PC with their job card. They will then continue to scan themselves by scanning their own barcode, and then scan Start to start working on a job. They will then go away, do the work, come back, scan Complete when they're finished, scan themselves again, and then the system will ask what quantity of tasks they completed, and that's it. Let me show you a video on how this looks. Okay, next up I'm going to talk you through the manual scanning system, or the manual tracking system. To get to this, you need to go to Interfaces once again, and you need to click on Factory Manual Screen. What this does is allow you to start tracking a job without the requirement of barcodes. It also gives you an interface that works very well with tablets and other touch interfaces. To start off, the user or staff member would select their name. They would then select the process that they're busy with, then select the job card. This will filter and only display job cards that has the process selected. Then the final step is to simply click on Start. You will see that the job is running. When the staff member goes on lunch or requires to pause, they would simply click on pause. They put in the amount of tasks that they've done so far. They can select a reason for the pause and they click process. Now you'll notice that it's been paused. The staff member comes back after lunch, they click play and it starts running again. When they've completed the job, they click on complete. They put in how many tasks they've completed since the pause and click process. That's it, they're done. Whilst that's happening, at any time another user can come to the same screen, select themselves, select another process, select another job card and start their own. You can start, pause and complete an infinite amount of job cards at the same time and the system will handle it. You'll notice now that job card 29, the total time has gone up. If I click for more details, you'll see that Bob Smith and Steve Brown have both worked on it. Alright, so then the last step for your job card will be to complete the individual job cards. We leave this as a final quality check for management. To do this, you go into your order, go to your job card listing and simply click the complete button. Gives you the facility to reopen if needed. When you do reopen it, asks you for a reason. This is just for a record. Click complete, and once I've all completed, you'll notice that the order moves from open orders into the complete orders. I hope this video helped, and thanks for watching.